right now, at this very moment, your eyes meet these words. Something unseen by human sight is unfolding just above your head. The heavens have opened on your behalf, and Saint Michael the Archangel has descended, his sword of fire raised against the darkness that has quietly been consuming your family for years. You did not find this message by accident. You were called. Every restless night, every silent tear that fell on your pillow while the world slept, every prayer that seemed unheard, every desperate search for answers amid your storm has been part of a sacred plan begun long before you were born. The Father of Lights has marked you. Your name is written in a book the enemy cannot touch, and today the seal placed upon your bloodline is breaking in the name of the Most High, for Saint Michael the Archangel has just cancelled the curse that was destroying your family. Listen closely with the deepest part of your spirit. What you are about to hear is no coincidence. It is not mere motivation. It is not religious entertainment. It is a divine summons, and only those whose names were called from heaven will reach the end of this message. The angel of the Lord has gone before you, carrying a verdict signed by the throne. The chains that have bound your home for generations are falling away. The voices whispering death over your mind are being silenced. The doors sealed by invisible hands are being commanded to open, and the same God who parted the sea now parts the spiritual waters above your house and declares, "Enough is enough." You know exactly what I mean, because deep within your chest there has been a knot for a long time, a weariness no sleep can heal, a sadness that comes without reason and leaves without warning. You smile at others during the day, carry the weight of your loved ones on your shoulders, pay the bills, swallow offenses, forgive what should never have been forgiven, and at night, when you finally lie down, your soul aches. You ask yourself why everything feels so heavy, why every time you try to rise, something pulls you back down, why those you loved most became the ones who hurt you most, why doors close just as you're about to step through, why prosperity visits every house on your street except yours, why your children bear shadows that should not belong to them, why your marriage feels colder than it ought to, why your health betrays you at the worst possible moment. And the answer, beloved soul, is not found in the visible world. What you have been facing is not bad luck. It is not coincidence. It is not simply the result of your mistakes. There is a layer beneath what the eye can see, a realm the human gaze cannot reach without divine permission. And in that realm, a battle has raged over your name, your bloodline, the seed of your womb, the work of your hands, and the destiny of your children. Words spoken by trusted mouths became arrows. Envious looks from those who smiled in your face became invisible chains. Pacts made by ancestors you never met became inheritances of pain. And while you worked to fix everything from the outside, the root of the problem lay where you could not see. Until today. For Saint Michael, the Archangel was sent to cut, with his sword of fire, the cord linking your present to that ancient curse. Now I need you to give your full attention, for what is happening in the unseen realm right now on your behalf would make any human heart tremble. Angels stand guard at the four corners of your home at this very moment. Flaming spirits watch every door and window, ordered not to let a single enemy arrow cross your threshold. A court of heavenly hosts is reading aloud a new sentence over your family, a sentence made of one word: restoration. All that was stolen is being returned. All that was delayed is being accelerated. All that was broken is being mended with the gold of heaven. And the names of those who secretly plotted against you are being written on a scroll to be opened before the throne of justice. But I must pause here for a moment, because what I am about to share is part of this very divine order. Many who have tried to deliver this message have been silenced. Many have had their voices cut off, their pages erased, their truths buried beneath accusations and mockery. What you are hearing now unsettles the system, because the system profits from your confusion. And there is a guide, a sacred book in digital form, that was placed in my hands precisely so souls like yours can finally understand the deeper layers of this spiritual battle. It is called The 7 Swords of Saint Michael the Archangel, the sacred guide to break curses, seal blessings, and activate the calling of the chosen. This book is not for the curious, it is for the marked. It teaches you step by step how to wield each of the 7 spiritual swords the Archangel himself uses against darkness, how to seal the doors of your home, how to break ancestral pacts you never even knew existed, and how to activate the calling that has been waiting inside you since the day you were knitted in your mother's womb. The link is at the very top of the comments, the first one pinned. And if your spirit trembled as you read these words, that is the sign you have been waiting for. Comment now with the phrase, "I am chosen, and I will download the digital book," for that act of faith will seal what is being revealed to you here. The hands typing those words will be the same hands receiving the 7 swords of light in the unseen realm. Now let us return to the revelation, for the heavens did not pause as you read these lines. In fact, the angels quickened their work the moment your spirit responded with faith. Saint Michael the Archangel turned his gaze toward your house and declared that the season of weeping has come to an end. From this day forward you will see signs, small at first, nearly imperceptible to those without eyes to see, but unmistakable to your spirit. A phone call you weren't expecting, a name suddenly coming to mind, a door opening without a knock, a face from the past returning, seeking forgiveness, money arriving by ways you never imagined, a diagnosis changing, a relationship softening, a child coming back home, a dream returning with new clarity. These are no coincidences. These are the footprints of the Archangel walking through your life, restoring what the enemy scattered. But understand this well. The enemy will not surrender without a final struggle. In the coming 7 days you will be tested. The voice of doubt will whisper louder than ever. Those who were silent may speak to discourage you. Old fears will try to cloak themselves in new garments and invade your mind. Symptoms you thought were gone may try to return as a bluff. Financial worries will attempt to shout louder, to drown out the voice of faith. And this is precisely the proof that the curse is breaking, because nothing falls quietly in the spiritual realm. When a fortress falls, the whole structure trembles before it crashes down. So if everything intensifies after this message, do not be afraid. That is the sound of freedom. That is the cracking of the old foundation, so the new altar may rise. There is one more thing you must know, and this truth will change the way you see your entire life from this day forward. The reason the enemy fought so fiercely against you, the reason traitors surrounded you, the reason your dreams felt impossible, and the reason you carried burdens not meant for you, is because the heavens have placed an extraordinary calling upon your spirit. You are not ordinary, you never were. Your bloodline was chosen to break a cycle that none before you could break. Your mouth was anointed to speak words that will set others free. Your hands were fashioned to build something that will endure far beyond your days on this earth. Your presence was designed to bring light into the darkest places, and the darkness knew this long before you did. That is why it sent its arrows so early, why the wounds came in childhood, and why the betrayals came from those closest to you. The darkness sought to stop a destiny it could see, but you could not. Yet the Archangel arrived just in time. The Archangel always arrives just in time for the chosen. Now I need you to hear the promises being sealed over your life at this very moment, for these promises are not mere words of poetry. They are sacred spiritual covenants that the heavens are signing with your name. God's provision will return to your table in ways you cannot yet measure, and what was once scarce will become an overflowing abundance that blesses others. Your health will be restored in places where medicine had already surrendered, for the breath of the Most High is breathing life into your bones and your blood. The justice of heaven will fall upon those who mocked you, not as vengeance but as divine correction that will leave them speechless when they witness your rise. The relationships destined for your journey will appear in unexpected ways, and those that poisoned your soul will be removed without struggle, for the angel of the Lord will quietly tend to them. Your children, your grandchildren, and all generations to come will partake of the fruit born from the breakthrough unfolding in your life today. And your name, the very name once whispered with contempt in rooms you never entered, will be spoken with reverence in places you never imagined reaching. But for this to be fully sealed, you must enter into a posture of faith that goes deeper than the feelings of the moment. Faith is not what you feel when the skies are clear. Faith is what you declare while the storm still rages, choosing to trust the voice of heaven above the noise of the world. So close your eyes for a moment and speak from the depths of your soul the words that will lock this revelation over your home. Declare that you receive the cancellation of the curse, Declare that you receive the 7 swords of light over your spirit. Declare that you receive the restoration of all that was stolen. Declare that you receive the calling the heavens placed upon you before the foundations of the world. Now open your eyes, for from this moment forward you walk as one who knows. I must speak once more about the sacred guide placed along your path, for what is unfolding now between you and the heavens has a continuation, and that continuation has a name. The 7 Swords of St. Michael the Archangel is the book the world sought to bury, the revelation that unsettles those who profit from spiritual blindness. The manual no traditional teacher will hand you because it carries a power that requires no intermediaries. Within its pages you will discover the exact prayers the Archangel honors, the gestures of authority that close spiritual gateways in your home, the daily rituals of protection that shield your children, the words that break invisible pacts, and the prophetic posture that activates the manifestation of the promises you have just received. The link is the first one pinned at the top of the comments. Go there now and secure your copy, for the value of this work far exceeds its humble price. And do not forget to declare with faith the sacred phrase, "I am chosen, and I will receive the digital book." This declaration is no mere formality, it is a covenant. It is the moment your lips confess what heaven has already written. It is the seal that anchors this breakthrough into the physical realm of your life. And the heavens did not pause while you listened. The heavens never pause for those who say yes. The moment your spirit aligned with this revelation, another layer of the curse fell away. Another invisible chain was broken. Another door, sealed for years, cracked open. And the Archangel, with his flaming sword still lifted high, turned his gaze toward the next chapter in your story that requires attention.